Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So we should have some fun this evening. We'll discuss our dividends that we got today, and then we'll actually go over some cons of the YieldMax funds. We're going to have Andre back on here today. I believe he's got his spreadsheet ready, which several of you have asked me about. So we'll go over that. But first, let's get to some of our comments here. First one on definitely didn't ghost us today. Ghosts and cars at 6:31. Does it take a few days to get the dividend payment? Not seeing it. It depends on your broker. Each brokerage differs. See, he answered for you. Good evening. Welcome. Who is this? I am Khmer. Good evening. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Jay for president. So he will be on tomorrow. Now tomorrow is going to be a big day. So I think we'll have a record participation. So be on early if you can. I'm gonna be as early as I can. I'll try to have the link as soon as I end this one today. I'll try to have the link ready for the one tomorrow. And you all can just come in early and post your questions and whatnot. When will Tesla declines end? Well, there's maybe one way we can find out. Well, no, this is just yes or no questions. But it'll stabilize eventually. Like I said, I had a TQQQ options trade blow up in my face. I was thinking that I know September is historically a rough month for the markets, but I guess August is too now. So yeah, the Nasdaq definitely moved against me, and I didn't even I didn't even look today. I had quite the story today. I had spotty internet again, and I had to use my mobile data to work most of the day, which sucked. So, well, we got 143 points back in the Nasdaq, but close but no cigar, right? So, yeah, the TQQQ. What's today, the 14th? So I'm probably going to be getting out of that one, getting into the December 15th one. So let's check on our guest. Let's see how he needed a few minutes here, but let's see. Me at least send the link, and he'll be on whenever. I know you all are looking forward to this spreadsheet and the pushback on these funds here. So let's see, because he's claiming, and we'll get into this, but he's claiming that they dropped exactly as much as he said they would. Let's see here. Just getting the link. Okay. All right. I actually was going to live stream yesterday from where I was staying, but had internet issues. So, could have done it from the phone, but only so many hours in the day. So, okay, where are we here? Um, I had my payments on Fidelity Friday night on Schwab. It didn't come in until about noon today. I haven't even checked mine yet, but it is dividend day. So maybe we'll check it live, depending on how well behaved you all are, and depending on how things go, just maybe we'll show my dividends. Fidelity had notification Sunday, payments made today. Yeah, Fidelity is one of the earlier ones, isn't it? Look at you, 30,000 in dividends today. That's incredible. Some people don't make that in a year. That's incredible. Oh, how about this comment? Should we pick boxes like the Super Bowl for a start time? Probably. You gotta make wagers. At least with me, you can predict me somewhat, but there are people out there that you can't predict at all. Like, you think they'll show up, they don't. You think they won't show up, and then randomly they do. So some people you just can't predict at all. Anyway, well, Mike Lorca's happy that Kumair is on. So if he's happy you're on, I guess we all are. LOL. Thank you. I'm also in Discord. Oh, good. So you were able to join both, because not everyone's able to. Does anyone know if Jay is officially coming on? I answered this before I started, actually. I guess we will learn if the stream ever starts. Well, I mean, what was it? Only 2 minutes after. Welcome, Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, there's a lot of you out there. I got to make a trip out there. Next time I'm out there, I'll hit you all up for sure. So yeah. All right. Yeah, great news, right? We're looking forward to Jay being on. TSLY is 80% of my portfolio. I'm a fan of Jay. Yeah, I am too. It's not 80% of mine, but there's one, my brokerage accounts, like, I'm more risky in, because the 401ks are all in an index fund. So the brokerage account is a lot, and TSLY almost half at this point. So let me make sure I sent the link correctly here. Let's see. Okay, so whenever our guest is ready, he'll pop on. Anyone guess what September TSLY payout will be? I'm going to say about 50 cents per share. Is he right? We got to break out the advanced financial forecasting equipment to see if you're right. And it's so advanced, it's broken. Like I said, let's see. Signs point to yes. So there you go. You're right. You got your answer. There you go. Next thing we need is the winning lottery numbers. Evening. Oh, Join Jen is on. I got my TSLY NVDY that has a nice ring to it this morning at Schwab. Usually it's later in the day. Oh, so you got it early. Well, that's good. Early payday. You have a few. If you have a bar that starts early happy hour, you have a few extra hours to celebrate then. Good. So that's great. We need to ask Jay about his strategy for declining Tesla market. Yeah, make sure you're on tomorrow to ask him. I had notified me, now just seen it while I'm in the toilet. Why did I get notified? Well, at least you got notified while you're on the toilet, right? It's symbolic, you know, because Tesla has been in the toilet lately. Let's see. Coach might even dust off the old tuxedo. I may surprise you all tomorrow. We'll see. I may just surprise you all. I feel like I haven't really been dressing up since before COVID. You know, so for several years, I went into an office 5 days a week and I dressed up, believe it or not. So I almost feel like those days are past me in a way, but nothing wrong with dressing up every now and then. So, okay. Yeah. Tesla cycles up and down. So TSLY will also. Bought all the YieldMax funds, including more TSLY and Clip with my 1450 dividend today. Added just one share of SVOL. Well, good for you. I haven't done anything with mine yet. I didn't even really look today. Depends on how much inputs they're doing. Good. So you all are answering each other's questions. You should compile the list of questions for Jay, have them ready for tomorrow, then open it up for questions. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the Discord first. We'll just go in there. We'll do a screen share there, and I'll just read them. And then you all that are on will go over those second. But we'll get to as many as we can. But I think we're going to go for about an hour or so. So, yeah, that'll be good. Okay, now let's see here. 1770 shares in TSLY. You're only 6 away from 1776. I think Jay and his team will adapt to the cycles. Yeah, I trust them. I agree with Hoffman. Better to have the questions ready when the stream starts. Some of us might not be able to ask live. Well, that's fine. Like I said, we'll just, however many we can get to in an hour or so, however long he's willing to go, is what we'll do. Got back from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Expensive place, really. Not as expensive as some other parts of the country. Oh, you'll be in the Philippines then, huh? Okay. Let's see here. All right. Finally, you caught a live chat. Well, good for you. When Tesla runs again, you want to have lots of shares of Tesla stock, right? Oh, is it your 3 days so you can change your name again? Well, that's good. Hopefully you change it to something cool. Don't guess, create. I like that. That should be like a quote on the wall. That's exactly right. So priority, I'm glad you mentioned that, Rich Bose. So if you want priority questions tomorrow, super chat. The higher the super chat, the further to the front of the line you'll move. So tomorrow, so if somebody super chats, probably say, I don't know, $50, then their question will be answered like that. So that means some of you that never super chat, your questions could be at risk of going to the back of the line, actually. So, but we'll see. If I'm in the middle of reading a Discord and I get a super chat, they're going to shoot right up to the front of the line. So that's how we'll work it. So thank you for that reminder there, Rich Bose. Exactly. At Join Jen, I've been loading up every day. Loading up, huh? Any ideas what AMZY will be for September? Hopefully close to $1, you know. I rarely go to happy hour. My life is HH. Oh, your whole life is. Oh, well, good. That's good. Okay. Have a 20-year-old Filipina and a 22. Look at you. You got 2 of them, huh? Splitting your time. TSLY will have more $1 plus months. I want to beat 107. Okay. You need to wear a tie to look professional. I could just put a tie over this. What do you all think? I could just put like a bow tie. Or I could even have no shirt and have a bow tie. How would that go over? I'm just kidding, of course. There's another channel on here that goes shirtless all the time, or not all the time, but I've thought about that. But I'm like, I maintain a little bit of consistency. No idea on AMZY. Really? Well, you're the one that would know, I would think, of all of us. Dividend is already at 51 cents with 2 weeks to go, based on your calculation. All right, I don't know where. So Andre's supposed to join us at some point. I don't know where he is. We're like 10 minutes in here. All right, I'll just keep reading comments. Commercials, sure. Have bought TSLY, AMZY, and Clip. FW. Oh, nice name. What does it stand for? Whatever happened to the guy with the Excel sheet? He's the guy that's supposed to be on, but I don't know where he is. How soon do you think that will happen? A good question. I didn't get my hat, and that's actually why I was over where I was today, because that's where I had it sent to, and it wasn't there. It was a rather frustrating time going over. That sometimes I live stream, you see a different background. Well, I was over there today, and internet's out. It's raining. Had to work from my mobile data, and then try to get home in the middle of the day because it just wasn't. Try doing Zoom on mobile data. It doesn't work too well. Anyway, okay, so I didn't get a response from Jay, but I did ask where my hat was. So, very random. All right, well, I can tell the ex, I traded her in for two 20-year-olds, literally. Well, like what you can tell her if she was like 40, like if you were going older, like going for a cougar, if she was 40, then you trade in two 20-year-olds, so they still equal 40. They still sum up to 40, right? So it's like maybe an even trade in some senses, right? Okay, MYK, you have two Filipinas that know each other. Well, that's interesting. To each, whatever. Glad you're considering the cons. Certain forums suggest THA. Yeah, it's not all blue skies, with these funds. No, they live on separate islands. Well, I would hope so. So you can island hop to visit them. My Magic 8 Ball says later in 2023. Oh, good. So Jen's got her Magic 8 Ball too. Good deal. He's a player, so he's got a girl on different islands. So he island hops to see his different ladies. That's good. You want a knife in your back and one in your front. Hey, everybody has their different, if you want to call it turn-ons or whatever, like I said, to each their own. Got my first YieldMax dividends this morning. Well, good for you. Doesn't it feel freeing to get those? You can't choose an island 2 hours, at least from the family. That way they aren't coming over unannounced and asking for money. An older guy, he's speaking from experience. I'll die with a smile on my face. Oh, yeah, you will for sure. Hoffman, old habits are hard to break. Chippendale. Yeah, that's probably, if this whole coaching thing doesn't work, it'll either be stand-up comedy or that, It's killing me. Oh, okay. We need Hoffman and Engineer Blake to do Excel sheets. I agree. We need to have an Excel comparison. Oh, we've got to keep the shirt on. Okay. A bow tie. Who's Tuya? New. You're new, huh? Well, welcome. Looks like you got a cool picture there. I like Kamira's spreadsheet. He just needs to include approximate end date. Oh, Sam Talks Finance is back on. Haven't seen you in a while. If I weren't using margin, I'd dump so much more into TSLY. Why is that? Doesn't margin allow you to dump more into TSLY? Chippendales. You should have Kamira on. He's cool. I haven't met him. This is the first time I've seen his name on here. If you want to come on, does he run a channel? So, if you want to come on, I open up I have like what I call open mic. Honestly, if some of you wanted to come on right now, we're supposed to have someone on right now, but we're kind of just reading comments right now. So let me see. Not sure what he's doing, but he should be on anytime. Tesla goes on wild swings. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, it's a wild ride for sure. Happy to catch a live stream while work is slow. Happy to own TSLY, and it's been an exciting year for dividends, hasn't it? Liam Gray. We're getting all kinds of new people on here. Gotta love it. He'll be in the Philippines. Oh, so you should meet up if you have some other, you have your rotation of girls there. Maybe you can hook him up too. Engineer Blake is on. All right. YieldMax funds need to be hedged by taking on short positions in correlated leveraged assets. Go take a look at my recent NVDY article to see what I'm talking about. Oh, that means I got to go read some more. Well, I need to do that. By the way, I think today's August 14th, so the book's probably not going to be out by September 15th. I didn't make any progress on it on the trip. So I don't know, maybe by the end of the year, hopefully, maybe by, it's like an option trade I'm doing. Maybe December 15th will be the target now. But I feel like if I'm really focused, I can knock it out like in a week, give it to Amazon, publish it, and it'll be done. Maybe I'll give you all a preview. And then I may even record an audiobook of my own book. How's that? He's a YouTuber, likes TSLY like most of us do. Oh, okay. Well, those are like the 2 check marks you have to come on the channel, you know. So ARK funds have selling Tesla. Really? I got to follow what my girl Kathy's doing there. I think you have to pay for Seeking Alpha to read it. No, I think I got it for free before, but there's a way. It's just a little bit more clicking, I think. I thought Clip is better to add than TSLY. I am Khmer is also I am in your Discord. Just want to say hello. Yeah, welcome. I hear a lot of people are talking to you up here. I hear you have a channel and stuff, so maybe we'll schedule a collab if you want to come on. Engineer. Oh yeah, we read that one. Okay. TSLY had a nice pullback. This is the time to accumulate. It's the 14th of each YieldMax fund. All right, I got to tell Andre I've got a hard stop at 9 o'clock, so I don't know what he's doing. Let me call him up actually. All right, it's the 14th of each YieldMax month, considered Champagne Day. My first YieldMax birthday today. Congrats. Looking forward to bigger birthdays going forward. Okay, well, good for you. Or it's like a monthly thing. Hey, are you coming on?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay, all the fans are waiting for you with your spreadsheet.
Yes.
All right.
There's water everywhere.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Take your time. I sent you the link.
Yes.
So take your time.
Okay.
All right.
All right, honey.
All right, bye. He's got a lot going on. Okay, so when it comes to margin, TSLY dropped 25% in a day. If your portfolio is primarily all TSLY, then you can get a margin call, which is no bueno. I agree. I don't want that to happen either. Liam Gray, I watch almost all of your lives. I just never comment. Oh, well, glad you commented now. So a lot of times in the sequence of fanship of the THB channel, people go from subscribing to watching to commenting, and then eventually super chatting. So you're well on the way. Some dude that wears a Coke hat. Oh, okay. I'd rather him wear a Coke hat than have a Coke problem, you know. Hello, Khmer, how to get your spreadsheet. Well, if he's got one, maybe we can just share it on here, right? I haven't been in the Discord in a few days. Since I got back home, had a lot going on. So got my dividend from Charles Schwab this afternoon. Good for you. You can have Seeking Alpha for free. You just have to sign up for an account. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to log in to read the article. Robinhood later tonight. Same Weeble. You really need to compile the questions. Your channel will come off so much more professional. You mean it doesn't come off professional already? I thought I was like one of the most professional channels on here. I have glasses after all. Don't the glasses at least make me look smart? Does anybody here watch Chris Sane? Oh, I've heard of him. Actually, another channel roasted him before. Is he the black dude? I've heard of it. I might be subscribed to him, actually. I usually try to subscribe to all the finance channels, and I make my subscriptions public. Blake is so correct. Principal decline is a real problem. I agree. Cesar, Chicago truck driver here. Welcome, welcome. Agree completely with Sam. Jonah Weingarten. Just poking my head in to say hello as I'm out grocery shopping. Hit over 1,200 shares of TSLY today. I'll watch this full stream later. By the way, you'll like this. I did figure out your joke from one of the last live streams, you kind of have what I call punny humor. So you said something about a mirror and something about cracking. So I finally associated the two comments. Let's see here. I predict that Andre's spreadsheet is going to show that we're all SOL. Maybe. Adair Martin, I haven't received my dividends yet on E-Trade. All right, you all want to see something funny real quick? So this is probably what, let me see here. You all appreciate my humor, so let me see. Where is it? Oh, let me go here. Hold on. Awesome. See, I did get your humor. Let me go to my TikTok, actually. So I post short videos on TikTok. So let's see here. I have so many apps on my phone, I just have to search the apps now. Oh, TikTok wants me to, every time I do that, it wants me to update. I'm not updating apps every day. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, I'm pulling up my, what is this? I don't want to see that. All right. I only have 89 followers on TikTok, but it's at THB Finance. Okay, y'all want to have some fun here? This is what Andre's spreadsheet is going to predict. I hope not, but you know, dark humor, I guess. Okay. Wow, look at you all. Oh, I can create it. Look at this. I can create a QR code for my page. Of course, you got to join the QR code bandwagon, right? We got it for everything else. Okay. Hoffman has been pounding the podium on Discord saying you need to organize your list of questions before the TM guy comes on. Don't try and go off the cuff. Be professional. But how do you think the last one went? Was the last one okay? He's coming back after all. And you know what I told him? I said, look, every time you come back on, you have double the fans. Because like last time, I can't remember where my sub count was last time, but we're at like 2350 almost. So we're a lot higher than we were the last time he was on. Anyway, to see ARK Fund's daily trades, just go into their website. You'll get an email every day with the day's trades or trades done that day. Margin calls had them. You cope and survive. So the ARK funds, you go to the ARK. Is it just like ARK.com? You get an email. Oh, just what I need more emails. So you get an email every day with the day's trades. Okay. I love to share my spreadsheet, but I need to figure out how to remove my personal information from Microsoft Excel. Just for wherever your name is, you're an Excel guru, right? So just do like a Control F and then replace your name with I am Khmer. Doesn't that work? Just solved your problem, right? Anyway, whenever you want to come on, I've had 3 people talk you up already, so I'm already impressed. So I'm also the keyboardist of the band Pyramids. We just put out a new music video for the song Broken Arrow. So how about this? So I've never had a band on the channel yet. You want to come on and play us a song or something? That'd be kind of cool. I like to branch out, you know, have different channels on here. YM, not TM. Damon, hallelujah. Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't unprofessional last time. The only thing I am going to say, like, I don't think Andre will be back on because he might grill him, but he may come on for like 10 minutes. We'll see. He's supposed to be on today. Don't tell him I said that. But he may really grill the guy. So I want him to come back, you know. Let's see. I'm still heavily investing into TSLY, but I balance it out holding VOO, SCHD, main, and PG. I use margin for each one's dividend to buy more, but TSLY, I split that margin. Okay, so here's the gist of both sides of the coin on the dividend, these dividend funds. So most of the time, when you see a dividend ETF, it pays out a huge dividend. It drops over time. Just look at QYLD and some of the others. These, I was up 15% up until like July 19th. I was up 15% in principal and getting an annualized 70% dividend in TSLY, and the others were similar. So I, for some reason, feel like this might buck the trend. But if you look at it, if you look at the fundamentals and the technicals, it's going to be harder, you know, sometimes for it to overcome the dividend. It's got to make up a lot of ground to overcome it. So Andre thinks that over time it's just going to drop and drop and drop. and that you're better off shorting it. And that's what he's going to be coming on to show. If that does happen today, that's what he's supposed to, come on to show. So, all right, where are we? Got your dividends. Okay. Love your channel too. Wow, he's really. I'm going to have to look up his channel right now. I've had like 5 of you. I don't think I've ever had this before. Did you all like that little clip about the the possible prospects of YieldMax? So it's funny because I only have 89 followers on TikTok. I thought TikTok was the faster growing platform, which is funny because we just hit 90 live viewers on here. So I have more live viewers on here than actual followers on TikTok, which is interesting. I have tried to branch out. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. Kumair, let's see. What's he called? I am Kumair. Oh, is this him? He's got 1.14 thousand subscribers. Okay. So got a little catching up to do, but we can help you get there. This YouTube channel aims to share Cambodian culture, heritage, food, dance, music, and travel. Okay, well, I'll subscribe to you. Cambodian U.S. Marine officer. Nice. Oh, so you have an interesting profile here. Interesting. So then your niche. Oh, I see what you did. You went from. I see a lot of channels do this. You went from covering other stuff to covering finance. I see this a lot, like with gamer channels. I see that happen a lot, actually. And that's probably what's going to grow you the most, talking about these funds here. So, wow. Well, what did I inspire you to get into this? Because it looks like I see some similar styles here. You go for like over 2 hours. Let's see here. Well, I'll subscribe to you. I'll try to check out some of your videos later. Anyway, all right, enough plugging. Think about QYLD. If it's been around 10 years, then TSLY should be able to be around for 10 years like QYLD, at least. And guess what? QYLD is still around. It's just not trading. It's just not trading for what it used to. Simplex Finance, I used half to buy more TSLY and the other half to dump more into the other funds. I'm making excuses, huh? Well, all right, I'll do my best to be prepared. I even offered to wear the bow tie. Imagine where you would be if you were organized. It's funny you say that. I do feel like the channel could be growing faster, but here's what you got to realize too. See, I've spent a lot of money since I've been YouTubing. I have tons of people trying to rip me off all the time. I've paid for automated videos. So tell me, all right, since you mentioned organization, I want you to, have you watched all my videos? Because what I want you to do, go into the video tab, watch like the 7 fully automated videos where I'm fully scripted, I'm fully polished, no ums, no pauses. I'm following a script and I have perfect, what they call professional editing. Look where the views are on that and look where the views are on this. And I'll give you a hint. I got 94 of you on live right now. This video is already outpacing some of those. And I just started 28 minutes ago, completely off the cuff, no preparation at all. So what the professionals tell you is that, oh, that's what you got to do if you want to grow as a YouTuber. You got to have editing, you got to have a script, you got to have this or that. Well, guess what? I did it. I paid a team like $500. And guess what? It got me nowhere. So the ad revenue I probably made in all those videos combined, I probably made like $1 a video in ad revenue after spending $500. So is that a wise investment? I think not. But the silver lining, we're about to break a record on here. So that's good. But anyway, I get where you're coming from. I'm just telling you my experience. Then I paid for another course to do fully automated stuff like that. So what I found, like I said, I used to put more effort in and I was growing slower. So it's kind of a paradox in a way. I'm not trying to make excuses, but for Jay, I will be more prepared and no side stories about cougars, no side stories about any of that other stuff. It'll be fully professional, All right. So would any rational TSLY investor go higher than 20% in portfolio? Probably not. In total, I'm not 20%, so can't really speak for that. All right, I'm kind of anxious to see what this number does. This number's at 99. It's got to go to 100 here. Who's going to be the 100th one? Oh, it just did. 101. Look at that. We hit a record. We're officially over 100, which I knew we were going to do by tomorrow anyway. So, wow. Wow, I have 100 people watching me right now. It's a little surreal. All right, where are we here? If that's the outcome, I'm jumping in Skrabaka's lifeboat with his 44,000 of Tesla. No, I'd jump in Damon's boat. He's got like 30,000 a month. Or wait, 44,000 shares. Either of those boats would be good, honestly. So I have actually compare JEPI price and dividend with TSLY. TSLY's cheaper and pays handsomely. Oh, you can play on the piano. Play the play the Titanic song, and we can have one of well, his real name's John, but he keeps changing his name. We could have one of his Filipina girls. I'm just joking, but that'd be cool if you play something. I've never had that on here before, so we could play something live for sure. So have over 20%, LOL. Hey, welcome. You're down $344, I take it. SCHD, do not understand why this ETF is so popular. Shit dividends, slow value. Yeah, well, what it is, it's total return is what it is. So a lot of people focus on total return. So that's what it is. Hold on just a second. Getting thirsty already. Live streaming makes me thirsty. Yes, because Tesla went up 150% in 3 months. True. TSLY follows Tesla pretty closely. You should sell TSLY merchandise. I should. I need to get merchandise going. There's a lot of stuff I need to be doing. Just imagine if I was a full-time YouTuber. Of course, you all are helping make that happen one day, you know. Sounds good. Sam, SCHG is what I put the majority of retirement into during bull market. After that, the IDs. After that, SVOL. ADHD sin. ADHD is not a sin. That's not one of the 7 sins. Full swing. Oh, you mean it's in full swing. I see. Well, it's paying off. We keep setting a record, you know. But I did take your advice. I am taking it seriously. Don't underestimate me. But let me know I do want your feedback, like I told you with those videos that were fully edited and stuff like that, because that's what the professionals tell you to do, and it didn't happen. And I was out $500. So, you know, not a great investment. And some of you all think I'm cheap. You know, imagine that. So, all right. Oh, did I read Tesla will blow through the roof? Tesla will get a $2 dividend. That would be awesome. Now, where the heck is Andre here? Let's see. I have a feeling. I think he was supposed to have a babysitter for his kids, but I have a feeling he may not make it. Oh well. QYLD sells monthly at the money calls. YieldMax sells weekly calls, 5 to 15% out of the money. So there's possibilities for capital appreciation. That's what we want, right? Is Jay buying leaps on any of these ETFs? We can ask him tomorrow. Khmer has great music. Oh, Khmer plays music too. Jen, I do like your thinking. I like her thinking too, typically. She has a lot of good ideas. And she sells at the right time too. I like what I'm hearing. The appreciation and growing dividend complements the crazy TSLY yield nicely. I have other funds in my Roth. These are my brokerage holdings. No one cares about editing or ums. Cover a topic 5 to 10 minutes and open up the comments. Oh, I see. Okay. So then let me just pause the comments for 10 minutes and then resume again. Well, right now I'm kind of like just, you know, I'm getting so many of them. It's easy to just sit here and read, and it helps me get my daily reading in too. And then, you know, when Andre joins, we can get into our more substantive discussion and whatnot. So you were catering to free thinkers with balls. Free thinkers with balls. That sounds like that'd be a cool band name. Could we use that in today's world though? Stay focused and to the point, then we have fun. Okay. Sounds like what my dad would tell me. Just look at the Tesla track record. It rockets, then dives over and over. Deng Hoffman showed up with a shotgun. Uh-oh. Where? Well, that is true. Unfiltered, you know. My friend Kathy Woods. Oh, I had to send her home for the night. I love this community. I just wanted to grow and become a force. Oh, good. So you're as passionate as I am. Believe it or not, we want the same thing. Coach, you should bring Hoffman on as a sidekick to keep you on track. He's welcome to come on. I've said that over and over. Any of you that want to come on and show your face and talk, you're willing to come on. I could give you all the live stream link right now, and you could come on. Just don't hold a shotgun up to the screen. At least you're virtual, you know? So 202 eyeballs. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Okay, that sounds like that could be another band name. Good info. I can live like royalty in the Philippines on 1500, especially since my house is paid for. I am currently just testing the waters with TSLY. I have 44 shares now. Would love to go all in. 30,000 shares would be unreal. Clip might be the better play. They, the pros, just want to sell you things. I kind of figured that out the hard way. I should know that, though, because I've been in sales. Oh, look, someone new. Randy3197CBR. How many total shares of TSLY do you have? Like 2,000 or 2,500 or so. Have a scheduled time, have scheduled topics for each night, etc. Basics. Yeah, man, I got you covered. We can figure out a time. Cool. Email me. Do you have my email, by the way? If not, I'll put it up here because I know before we had a hard time. Some people had a hard time finding it. Let me do this here. It's quickly becoming my main email, too. Let's see here. Okay. Well, this is the email. I'm putting it in the comments here. SCHD puts me to sleep, but it's good for some investors. Hi, 1,500 a month. I meant, okay. I want to have 30% portfolio TSLY. Have no problem with that on QLD, not even one share. Really. 1,500 a month in some Asian countries is great. I agree. Okay. Bill Burt, educated guess. Tesla is going to ultimately go much higher. It's no longer just a car company. It's also a software and AI company. There will be big swings along the way. Already is already on. How about that? And there's already 109 of you on too. All right, let me tell Mr. Andre here. I have a hard stop at 9. Got to get to that gym. I still have this fitness coach trying to hit me up on Facebook, trying to sell me something. It's funny because, like I said, I picked a good profession to go in because coaching is one of the fastest growing professions. Now we've got life coaches, we've got like fitness coaching, dating coaching, financial coaching. So like we've got coaching for everything you need. It's like one of the fastest growing professions. So I definitely chose wisely. The professionals were trying to sell you stuff. UWI records on his dang phone. He does some basic stuff, but he does it well, I will say. I did hit him up about coming on here, by the way, because some of his fans that are also subscribed here, they wanted us to do a collab. But believe it or not, we don't make much ad revenue on these videos. Believe it or not, for like an hour of my time, I'm lucky if these make between $5 and $10. If I get 1,000 views, depending on what the RPM was, and I think we have a super chat, by the way, which we'll get to in just a second. Let's see here. But yeah, no, UWI definitely does a lot of stuff well. I feel that, Jen. I hold it for the divvy growth, price appreciation. That's at least dependable, plus the lower expense ratio. Did you see NVIDIA today? No, I didn't. Like I said, I had internet trouble where I was staying. So finally I got home, and I have decent internet again. Otherwise, I would have live streamed for you all yesterday. Let's see. NVIDIA. Oh, $29 higher. And it's up again. What happened? What was the catalyst today? Jay, how many employees in the YieldMax department? We can ask him tomorrow. By the way, now here is that email. So I'll leave that up for a second if you need that. Ooh, did I get? No, this is interesting. I think I got a super chat in another currency. What is SGD? Is that's like the first non-US dollar super chat I've gotten. Well, that's cool. Thank you for that. Definitely won't spend it all in one place. Well, I reinvested into the channel anyway. I still feel like I'm paying off some of the stuff I've paid for to begin with. The premium collected on their TSLY holding isn't enough to cover the payout. I suspect they liquidate their bonds holding to pay shareholders. Wouldn't this erode the net asset value? What's the Discord link? Let me try to get that up here in a second. Doubled. Oh, welcome, Rob Smith. Doubled your TSLY. I know you. I figured you had you're not sharing numbers as much, but I figured you had a good month. So Gary Cooper, welcome to the channel. What's the Discord link? We'll get you that in a second. Hopefully it works. Actually, Kathy Woods sold over 200,000 shares of TSLY last week. Join Jen. Yes, SCHD is at 10 plus years. Set it and forget it. Trading strategy. Bought $1,000 worth of TSLY and Clip. Rob Smith. Sawston. Kathy rebalances her portfolio. So Kathy keeps it under a certain amount. So sometimes she has to sell some. Yeah, makes sense. I think I need more NVDA and AMZY. Yeah, for sure. Any forecast to average in? We got 15 days or so. We'll see. Oh, Singapore dollar. Well, that's cool. So I've officially gotten a super chat in another currency. Oh, here's Andre here. Hey, what's up?
I just got back to my I'm running into my computer right now.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. We'll see you on in a minute then.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. The fans are ready for sure. Okay. See you in a bit.
I'll see you in a second.
Okay, bye. All right, so we'll get our schooling on TSLY and some of the other ones here in a second. Let's talk about the new YieldMax funds that are coming out. Check out your Discord and look in general. We'll try to do that if we have time here. Overall, Tesla and TSLY, and they track closely. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, welcome to me. Cool. Well, thank you for welcoming me to my own live stream. Very nice of you. I think Tesla's like 11% of her portfolio. She aims to keep it at 10. CZ, we need TSLY to drop single digits. Well, that would be tough because a lot of us got in higher than that. Okay, so we're all caught up on comments. Let's look at Discord here for a second then. All right. Let's see where it is. So, and then I'll put the link in here again for those of you that want it, which usually is most of you. Where are we? Okay, so we have a sub channel for questions for Jay specifically. So you can post in there if you so want to. All right, we're coming up. I just realized I'm on my computer a lot. Okay, so we've got, let's see, 28 offline, 8 online. So that's 36. So I guess we went up by 1. So, all right, let me try this again. Let's try to post this link here. Let's do this. All right, so here we go. All right, I see some of the audience dropping off here, but we want to keep you all on because we're about to get into the second half of our our live stream here, where we're actually going to get into something. So yeah, AI coffee can stock had a nice pop today. I'll have to look at that one. I think TSLY gets to $20 a share again, so accumulating at these levels should be good. Okay. Limit orders at 14 and 13.80 and bought more today. Oh, good for you. Yeah, it's been dropping a lot. Oh, he's on. Let's get him on here in just a second. All right, welcome.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yep, yeah, we can hear you fine. I'm just sharing this Discord here.
Give me a second. I'm loading up everything right now. Okay.
Yeah, take your time. I'm just gonna keep going over this here.
All right. You can zoom me out if you don't mind.
Oh, okay. Like do this. How many of you think Clip is going to go up? It might. We'll see. I got to look at my dividend. Is this the Discord link that will stay on, or or is it only for this meeting? I think it's been the same thing for the most part. If TSLY has over $3 short period of time, I may sell some. How many of you think Clip is going to go up? We'll see. Oh, I like this name, Florida Boy Survival, FBS. I'm adding Clip with TSLY dividends tomorrow. Also adding OARK and NVDY. All right, let me do this real quick here. Let me go into general, like Hoffman told me to do here. And let's see. Okay, because we're on. God, this chat room is just getting blown up here. Okay, so here's general.
Oh, what chat room are you guys on?
Oh, Discord. So I set up a Discord, and I got a bunch of them now, like chatting with each other and sharing trade ideas and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I haven't checked in a few days though. And what's this here?
All right, I got
got like
the
50 new
chart
messages.
set up. Check, I got my screen set up. My bad. I'm just making sure I got everything ready.
Yep.
Chart set up. Check. Screen trading view up. Check. Okay.
Oh, look at all they're sharing like other YouTube videos.
I wonder, is Discord better than Telegram?
I'm not sure. I'm fairly new to it, but
Dang.
they wanted it, but I didn't want it to like, cannibalize viewership of this channel. So
this is yours though, right?
yeah, but I think we've got people now that only show up here and they're not showing up to the live streams.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be a big hit.
Yeah. Oh, all right. He wanted me to go over. I'm so nice to somebody that's never super chatted me. Anyway, so he wanted me to go over. So MSTR is going to be one of the next YieldMax funds. Alibaba, Airbnb. Oh, I was looking for this the other day. AMD, Moderna. Oh, that's a great one, right? We like that one. PayPal, Disney, another favorite. JP Morgan, Microsoft, and ExxonMobil. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so that's the next one. That's the next like batch of funds. Okay.
You gotta print this out and then be ready.
Okay.
Yeah, had to travel quite a bit to drop off everybody.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sounded crazy.
Yeah, so I have 5 kids right now, so it is not.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, you got an army.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want some.
I'm kind of far away. All right, so we got 36 people in the Discord. For some reason, the link doesn't seem like it's working. You can try it too. I can actually send you the link and see if it works.
Yeah, if you send me a link, I can access it. I'll try to access it at least.
So you're printing out.
My to-do list, my talking list.
Okay, let me see if I can. Actually, here, I just posted it here. So you see the screen? Are you able to copy that?
Give me a second. I think I need to be in the actual. Oh, you check the comments?
Yeah. Or what I can do, I can just do this, or I can just paste it again.
Okay, I got the YieldMax website up. Check. All of those up.
So we've got Jay on tomorrow.
Yep, 100%. I got the whole day off tomorrow.
Oh wow.
They're staying over for a couple of days at my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay. We might, if we
we
have you on, we might have you on for maybe 15 minutes or so, because I know you're probably going to grill him. So
yeah, it's this, even the spreadsheet. Like I had to consolidate the spread. Oh, actually, can you guys see my face? Am I too dark? Not like.
Well, it's just. It's funny.
Let me turn my iPhone.
Here, what I can do, I can just.
There you go.
This. Okay.
Better?
Yeah.
All right. I got the YieldMax. I got everything on like 5 different screens right now.
Oh, nice. We got another super chat. Wow. Sometimes there's none. Sometimes we get a lot of them. So thank you for that, Mr. Cardona.
All right. So.
Here's the private chat. I'm going to send you this in the private chat here, this Discord link. Okay. So we're going to get into the. Do you want to do a screen share?
Yep, I'm trying to set everything on one page. I got 5 monitors, so I'm trying to put everything on one page. So So I'm not like fumbling around, dragging and dropping everything.
My internet was out where I was staying earlier. So I had to use mobile data. Otherwise, I would have live streamed yesterday.
Live streamed yesterday. Ugh.
I was going to, but then the internet was out where I was, so kind of disappointing. Let's see here.
Was that because of the storm, or just?
Oh well, it rains over here, but no, I don't know what knocked it out. Honestly, I don't know what it was. Okay, someone's selling NVDY. Is YieldMax going to do one for Queb? We'll see. Go to the bottom. Okay, so I did go over that. See, so we're good. Oh, he says Discord is much better than Telegram, and then we had will be.
Why is the Discord better? I just want to know. Like,
Mr. Florida Boy Survival, answer why is Discord much better? Because so I just started using it for the most part. I actually haven't used Telegram, so I couldn't really make a fair comparison.
Me either. I've only used it. And I got like 60 people in my group.
Oh yeah. Shouldn't we watch the stocks most volatile for higher dividends? Maybe. TN Bob, look at how Aptly's performing. Yeah, we got to look at that one. Oh, so Jay should be on at like 6 tomorrow.
6?
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna try to have it up early, and I'll actually, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna create the link and I'll let people be like on the waiting list for it. And I told him, I said priority goes to super chat. So if somebody super chats like $50, they immediately jump to the front of the line. And I think for that, I think they'll ask a good question for that. It wouldn't be something dumb.
What is your middle name?
Yeah. What time?
I mean, the questions I want to ask him. Do we need to send him a list?
See, this is what. Well, that's not a bad idea.
Like just so, because I'm going to ask him about his personal portfolio. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong screen right now. Sorry.
Okay. See, this is what happens. So some people say the Discord link's not working, but some people are able to get in. So I don't know what to do. I'm not a Discord guru. Anyway.
All right.
Wow, we got like a record number of people on here today. You know what I'm noticing? I don't know if you have this problem, because did you say you have 60 people on Telegram or what?
Yeah, about
Telegram?
60. Yeah, all together.
I'm noticing like my followers on here aren't translating to other social media.
They do not.
I have a big number on here, but I don't have a lot on the Discord. And then like on TikTok, I actually have less people on TikTok than are watching this live right now. So it doesn't quite translate to the other. Like on Twitter, I think I may have 14 people on Twitter or something. So
it's interesting because like when I talk to the guys in there, I have more of a conversation in Telegram than I do ever on YouTube. Like they'll watch the video, but they won't comment unless they're in Telegram.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. I mean, it's not bad since they're paying clients, but
see, I don't know what to do. They're saying the Discord is not working. He says you can do a lot more in Discord than Telegram. Is there a way to monetize Discord, though? That's what I want to know. All the YieldMax so far have done fine, short track records, but rocky markets. So she's one of our smartest people on here. So
who is she?
Join Jen. So she, believe it or not, she timed. She sold for like $18 before it dropped, and then she got back in.
Oh, you mean when I was talking about how you should exit? And I hope
maybe she took your advice. I don't know. I don't know if that's what she did or not.
YieldMax. I mean,
yeah. But
everything from YieldMax.
A fun discussion here because let's see here. 6 o'clock Cali time. No, it's 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So that'll be 3 o'clock your time out there.
All right. I got the screen. I got the YieldMax. I got my checklist, and we can go live in about 30 seconds. All right. Is it print out?
Oh, he asked what I'm posting on TikTok. I post goofy like short clips, like the one I sent, like the Titanic sinking. That's a TikTok clip. I post short movie clips that are funny, and I tie them into something going on in the news. That's what I try to do. What is this? No, I don't do any of that on TikTok. Need a permanent link to Discord. Yeah, that would be the good. That would be a good idea, right? Discord link still not working for me. Oh yeah,
okay. That's
answer that. Let me try to get these comments finished here.
Someone
coach me. Did a lot of stuff on Telegram. Let me know when you get a screen up. I'll do the share. Tesla. Stoked to get dividends next month from all the new YieldMax funds as well. Yeah, for sure.
How much is the dividend?
Oh, the dividend this month was 83.5 cents. I exit many investments after run up because most go down again. Oh, here we go. 15 delta when implied volatility is high for the day. You won't make as much on covered calls, but it's free money. Here's an idea, Hoffman. So you know a lot about options trading. So can you give like the rationale for the deltas you pick and whatnot? Because I know like, and I feel like you know a lot more than me, but when I'm doing like covered calls, sometimes I try to pick a higher delta because the more the stock moves up, the more money you're going to make when the stock moves up. So just explain, because you said 15 delta. I'm just anxious to know the rationale on that. 1 week out. Oh, 83-cent dividend. Andre, we can see you, but hard questions for Jay. We need you to ask them. Lots of our money are riding. Oh, here you go. He's encouraging you to ask hard questions.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see his personal portfolio just to make sure he's buying the same things that you're buying.
Yeah,
I have a good feeling he's not.
You think he'll answer that?
Why would, I mean, he after going through the paperwork to set up my own fund, he can actually answer that question. There's no legal way he can say that I can't answer that. So
right. Okay, so Hoffman's supposed to be running the Discord. I don't know how I make him the administrator, but if somebody can tell me how to do that, I'll do it. Oh, on a covered call, 15 delta means 85% chance it won't hit, so you just collect premium. Oh, okay. That's kind of what I thought.
Nice. How much does the premium can be? Is there a value you guys have? Like how much of the premium does he have?
It's just whatever it is. Like if you look, it depends on when the expiration is, the time value, stuff like that.
Okay.
20 delta is 80% win rate. Oh, okay, cool. Let's see here. I'll listen to the recording. Okay, so he's not going to be on live. 1 week out or 2 weeks out. Days to expiration. So, okay, Chris Cardona. So you donated. You made your donation in lieu of attending live. So that's good. A little bit of a joke there. Okay, 1 week.
With all your guys' donations, man, it should be really good.
Yeah, they go to a good cause. 15 delta means he's going to probability win in exchange for a very small premium. But it's funny because I have people that make like 30,000 a month on here and they never cough up a super chat. It's okay though. It's 15 delta is equivalent to a
2,000 a month. What do they do?
Yeah, they collect these dividends.
They're making that much from dividends?
Mm-hmm. Options are all about the probabilities. Hoffman's showing me the way. Yeah, I'm learning from him too.
Are you slow right now?
At what? Okay, the comments are done.
It seems like you're slow.
What, my internet?
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's okay.
It keeps on glitching up.
Huh. I don't know. I have Fios. It's supposed to be the best internet.
Let me turn off my robots. Give me a second.
Okay. So whenever you want to take over the screen, go ahead.
Right now. All right.
Yep.
Here you go. How do I share screen? Present. Present.
Oh, you know what? If you can do that and answer a question, I had a friend ask me, so explain the Bitcoin halving, completely off topic, but like, the Bitcoin halving coming up.
Oh, actually,
I've got that one. Okay.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I pulled it up. It's up here.
All right, fantastic. All right, so give me 1 second, guys. Make sure I'm to do this because I'm on a short time also.
Yeah, you have the floor.
All right, guys. So let's go. I'm gonna just dive into YieldMax first. YieldMax, to make sure that we have a basis. We talked about this a month ago.
Yeah.
That when it comes to high yield, it's anything above 10%, right? That's our definition we're going to keep. So when it comes to any ETF, ETN stock, usually when they're paying out a dividend, they should be having a lot of extra free cash flow. They should be doing pretty good for a company or a fund. But as I looked into the higher yield dividends, there's something that typically end up happening, that they will do spectacular in the beginning, or they'll start a very slow decline down. And with that basis, I believe that these individuals who are creating these funds are doing this intentionally. They use a high yield to basically entice people to buy that yield as they enter in short or put positions as it goes. Now, I think that when it comes to the model of them making money during this way, well, not the retail money, when it comes to the fund managers doing it or the people managing it, I think it's a good way to make income because they make money off of fees from you guys or people or retail buyers, and they get really good short positions. So shorting the market or puts in the market is typically very risky. But if you know typically how people buy and you can you have a business model around it, typically you can do pretty good. All right. So that's the definition and how I have my argument. Is that a pretty good argument so far? Okay, fantastic. So let's go through the first ones. ORK, TSLY, APLY, NVDY, okay? So the first one's ORK. All right, let's go over here. I need to remove this. The column. All right, Control F. If you want access to this, just let me know. I can send it to you guys if you guys want it. All right, yeah.
That would be great. How do you want to?
Yeah.
How do you?
I'll make it open. I'll make it open to everybody.
Okay.
All right. So our first one is because I'm going to focus on YieldMax, and then I'll hit the bigger market. Okay. So we have I'm not too much bouncing around. Let's go to year to date. Okay. So our first one is ORK. It opened up first. Basically, the first candle opened up at $17.76. Made a high of about $20.69 down to our current price over here, $14. I'm sorry, our close at $14.83 because the market's closed. We typically, if we did a moving average, right, basically it's just telling us our overall direction on the weekly or year to date. Okay. So I didn't want to make this. I added a lot of technical analysis onto it, but then I removed it because I did not want to make this complicated. I hope that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my analysis I got from here. Like when we break down ORAK,
OARK.
right? $14. That's basically this is when I grabbed the data from the market before. It's up on the 24-hour. 0.4%. Now, I didn't get the dividends because I think you guys already know the dividends payouts, right? So when it comes to its high to low, its high is $21.26, and its low is $14.39, with the current price bouncing off its low about 50 cents. If you look at that, it's overall down. Technical analysis rating that I put for mine is down. So when I started going through a lot of these prices, typically almost all of them over 10%, and this is every single one that you can buy out there for the NASDAQ, S&P 500. I'm missing one. S&P 500, the Dow, any stock that normal Americans can buy, over 10%. And here's their current yields, right? So if you guys look over here in the corner, this EEFSH has like the highest yield of 283% dividend yield. And if we keep on continuously down, you'll see it goes down from 270 down all the way 10%. But if you typically see my rating, and my rating is very simple, I'm using a moving average. Do I need to explain that or show that at all?
You can. Yeah, you can if you want.
Okay. So let's put the technical analysis.
Like a simple moving average or like 60 day?
Simple moving average across
okay.
I think it's 100 bars. Or you can do less than 50. Give me a second. Technical analysis. Let's let it load up. It's like it's going a little bit slow, but.
Yeah, I don't know. This internet,
Let's go to the daily. If you guys see marks on my charts, this is stuff that I was already writing on here to show you what I'm talking about, okay? I did not want to make it too complicated. I think I get lost in the details too much. All right, so I'm adding a moving average. I'm just going to be a simple one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And we're going to adjust it a little bit. Now, I'm using TradingView. This entire thing that I'm doing is going to be off of TradingView, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there is no me bouncing around from website to website.
Yeah, that's good.
50. Here we go. Oh, not 50. Let's see. Either way, 50 is still a good estimate. If you guys just look at, wrong stock.
What was it?
This is Clip. I was bringing up Clip, but
you can go over that too if you want.
Okay, it's already up.
Okay.
So if you guys look at Clip, I was talking about this on our last live stream together. That Clip was going to do a massive pump down.
Yep.
For me, in my perspective, I like to make money where the big guys make money. I talked about this in the beginning of my argument. I believe that the best position when it comes to KLIP specifically would be shorting near a declaration date or payout date. And if I had insider money or insider look in how they're making their fees, I would be able to tell when they're buying. So when I meet Jay, I'm going to ask him, can you see the volume of buy, like how many buys you guys getting per day to your guys' fund?
Mm-hmm.
I know they have these numbers because they're gonna have like an average earnings. They're gonna have all these details, because if they have that, breaking that down, it would be a very easy calculation to see when can I enter a short position. If you guys see these little red triangles, these are called fractal. Fractals basically gives you the highest point out of 5 candles.
Uh-huh.
It's telling us that KLIP, typically near every single fractal that's created, some entity, some person, I don't know who, but I would bet it's the people who manage this fund are placing large bets downwards.
Mm-hmm.
So while you guys are thinking about, hey, so how to put this, I would say the average investor who's getting into KLIP, what they're doing is buying and getting the dividend and re-rolling the dividends into buying more shares.
Yep.
Could we agree to that?
That happens a lot. Yep.
And then they get trapped because their equity keeps dropping down, but they think they're making more money, right?
Right. The dividend trap.
Yes. Thank you. The dividend trap. To me, the majority of people don't see what's happening because they don't trade. They go for the dividend. So as they enter, and it's going to be difficult to measure how someone enters, but we know we're not the best traders because no one knows the best low. But we look on an average, right? Here's array. Oh, my bad. Not array.
Yep.
Not array. I need arrow. Oh, give me a second. Where's arrow? Arrow, go. All right. If you guys see this like point right here, nobody is buying these low points. Like I don't even see myself. I trade full time and I cannot catch lows like these, but I can average like 5% off the low, 10% off the low. If you start looking at what's happening, you can tell that many people are buying in the consolidation zones or the low. It gets pushed up a little high, and that's when they put their positions into because of the liquidity grab, and then it gets shut down even lower. So KLIP, if you look at these movements down, they exceed the dividend. And like, for example, right here, if you did a short position at $20.42, and just say you THB, you bought, right? And the next coming days, let me modify this. The next coming days, it shot down to $18. So you're talking about near 20% up on a short position. That's not with leverage. This is on a one-to-one position. See how that could exceed more than the entire dividend payout? And if you guys start looking at this, it seems like their up is your down and their down is your up. If you start trading like they do and seeing that these down positions, it can overall, in my opinion, pay out better. Does that make sense? What do you think so far? Does that make sense at all?
Yeah, 100%.
So this is just an example of KLIP. Give me a second. All right. Let's go back to ORAK, okay? Thank you. ORAK. Oh, J. YieldMax, baby. Let's go back to the daily. Now, we talked about yield. We talked about ORAK, TSLY. Once again, we can see that we are trending down lower. I was telling, give me a second, get all these messages. I was telling you, remember on our talk, that you should be exiting TSLY and ORAK as fast as possible. Why is that? This consolidation zone is pushing everything down lower. So we're at a current price of 1486, and the open price, the IPO price is what, 2009. So we're down a pretty significant amount, right? And we start breaking down every single YieldMax company, except for ALPY, I believe. YieldMax. All right, cool beans. Give me a second. I got to do a free screen real quick. All right, I'm going to drag the screen over a little bit. So if you guys have any questions on what you're looking at, I'm measuring the 52-week low to the 52-week high to the 52-week low, because all YieldMaxes are under a year about. Okay. So all the YieldMaxes are in highlighted green. If you guys start measuring the high to low, you can see that almost every single YieldMax and the ones next to it, based on their yield, like their dividend yield for TSL, what is that? TSLY, the call option, has a yield of what, 60%, correct?
Yeah.
It is down near, almost messed up my own formula. It is down near 42%. So people are looking at it and say, hey, I earned 60%. But I would say, I would argue the case, your entry is probably not the best entry, right?
At what price?
So if we examine TSLY, okay? Woo, man. Oh, I remember who said to exit here. I wonder who said that. Somebody said that.
Somebody named Andre.
Who it was. But what I was telling you before, when it comes to this right here, TSLY, just off the bat, it's lower than its initial its IPO versus its current price. Every single major vector, even for me, I'm not the best trader, but I can easily call this out saying, get out as fast as you can, because to me, I see YieldMax heading down lower to these lows, to the $13 range. And then I have a good feeling, THB might come out with a video saying, buy the dip.
Right.
And if you guys buy the dip, most likely my computer program will be shorting the next push up to your guys' down. Okay?
So we're not quite market movers yet.
Well, it's just typically how the charts move. Now, mine has a technical analysis rating of it being a sell. Now, let's go through some other details when it comes to TSLY. What I found very, very interesting after going through about 200, 300 companies to break it down to you guys, nearly none of them has a positive PE ratio. That's a price to earnings ratio. Okay, Andre, instead of doing TA on TSLY, you should be looking at TSLA, Tesla. No. We can't look at Tesla, because if we break down the underlying assets, and we break down YieldMax in general, they are a synthetic of a synthetic. So what does that mean? They call themselves an ETF, a traded fund. But if we break down I kind of messed up, guys. I need to go to Yahoo Finance to show you what I'm talking about, okay? Because I hate talking and not telling people what I'm looking at, okay?
Yeah.
So if you if you go to TSLY,
did you read this comment? Did you read this one? He said he's down 900 in clip, but have collected 3,500 in total so far. So he bought in probably close to the bottom, I would say.
Yeah. If you're buying at key points, then sure. But I would say the average person that buying KLIP is buying months and months earlier, and they are down overall. And they keep rolling it. You guys can do what you like, but I think the easiest position when it comes to either dividend investing versus shorting it, the shorting position would have paid out much, much more.
Yeah.
And to me, it's easier. It's an easier trade. I don't have to fight the market. The overall market is fighting. You guys are fighting the market versus, I'm saying, you guys are fighting a bearish market to make bullish gains. I'm just shorting because I see the overall direction.
So you short when we buy, and
correct.
So you're coming out ahead.
If you guys, what I was talking before, if you look at TSLY and how they manage their call options and their puts, it is managed into a way to look like TSLA, not to be TSLA. So if Tesla goes up 50%, 10%, TSLY does not mean it will go up to the same amplitude. If you have any time, you can go through and read the details of how they manage it. It is supposed to be similar, not the same. A good example is Apple. Look at Apple's growth versus, was it TSL? TSL.
Read this one.
APLY. Andre, you're trying to analyze TSLY as if it's a stock. It is not a stock. I already specified that. I would call it a synthetic of synthetic. It should be a note. but it's not. It's an option strategy. It makes its own money implied by volatility of options. Correct. But if you break down how the overall market's going, where are they hedged more on? What is their strategy? I can read their strategy, say, hey, we're going to be doing this. We can make an income strategy for you guys based on our gains. Cool. I want to actually talk to the owner. How is he managing a more of a short position or a long position? I actually want to see their entries because I can't see it by myself, if that makes sense. I can't prove their strategy. Does that make sense?
What I'm going to do on one of the next ones? I'm going to short it, like you said, and see in a year, see which one comes out ahead.
If you guys look at the underlying collateral, and this is why if you guys look at managing a fund, TSLY, right, they're in government bonds. If you believe that's a safe bet, go ahead. But for me, when it comes to TSLY, one, they're options, so that's a derivative. Their basis or their collateral for the derivatives are bonds, which to me are very unsafe. This thing, to me, is sitting on a house of cards based on their winning strategy. To me, I don't think their strategy is winning for you guys. I think their strategy is winning for them. Hence how these movements are so massively good for them. Like, if
up until July 19th, it looked good. I mean, being up 15% in principle.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling you, even in this video, when we made this square box, when I made the square box, hey, it's going to be pushing down a lot.
Yeah.
It's almost down 20%.
Oh, read this. So
I don't think most of us can do the exact strategies as James. Yes, you can, because I like this. Join Jet. Yes, you can. Remember, when it comes to a pool, retail traders are like frogs. They jump in, make a small splash. When it comes to big owners like Jay or hedge funds, they're elephants. They make big splashes everywhere they go, so you can see them coming. Okay, and remember, they need liquidity to make market moves. Okay, if you just do simple analysis called gaps are a good. Okay, one second. Andre, the two funds are highly correlated. The synthetic portion of the TSLY position moves identically to TSLY. No, it doesn't. There's identical. I think only their call they sell is different, and you can look up their holdings daily. I looked that up. Can I look at their holdings each position, or is there a delay of a quarter? And then the most important question would be, what is Jay's personal positions? Give me a second. What do you want?
See, this what she's saying here. This is my rationale too. Like,
go ahead.
Eventually, Tesla will probably go back over 1,000.
Okay, just say just say if Tesla goes up to 1,000. Will TSLY go up to the same percentage as that?
No, but I mean, so it's like you either get a dividend or you don't. So it's like you get your return one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if it hits it. I mean, if the Fed comes in and tries to save the day, then yeah, maybe.
Which by 2024, I think they will.
They can.
Yeah.
But if we're wrong, and this continues down lower and continues like all the other ones on this list, and this is just a list of anything over 10% that I've started going through, and usually almost all of them are negative earnings per share, and these are ETFs, ETNs, and also REITs. There's a couple REITs over 10%, so I have them in there. And just to show people what portion of they are, what sector, and typically almost all of them are in the same trending path. If you're over 10% or higher, typically the business model is for them to short. It's kind of like what was it? Not GameStop. Yeah, it's just like GameStop, right? Until GameStop got caught.
They're making a movie about that. I don't know if you saw, but I saw that movie Oppenheimer. And one of the previews was for the GameStop story. They're making a movie about it.
Where's GameStop? Here we go. Yeah. I'd never heard about the movie. I mean, let's go to the monthly.
It's not out yet, but I saw the preview for it.
12 months. I hate doing when I do that. If the one thing, if you think that GameStop is going to be like Tesla, like a massive explosion up, something like that, you're asking for highly manipulated markets to be manipulated even more in your favor. Do you think that the Fed can keep on doing what they're doing? This is not by the Fed. I'm just showing you an example of manipulation in the markets.
Which oh, this is GameStop. Oh yeah, the straight line.
Yeah, this to show the manipulation.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that when it comes to these things, like, I know you guys are probably making a lot of money. I'm happy for you. Make as much money as you can. But I think long term that the strategy for this is a losing strategy. I think you're winning because you're buying at key locations. But if you keep doing it long term enough, you're going to get burned and get caught. I don't want to ask your personal position, TSLY, but just say TSLY drops down below $13. Would you buy again?
We're almost there. I think aren't we at like we're close to 14 something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just looking at these gaps, and remember, gaps are intentional. Gaps are not done by accident. When I was over here talking about TSLY, these gaps right here, I already knew they're going to fill and make a double top to be pushed down lower.
Yeah.
Because they knew, and remember, they're not idiots. They know that you're going to be buying in this zone. How do they know you're going to be buying in their zone? Because they can look at past data when you're buying in pools. Andre, this is why I haven't been raving about talking on a short position in another asset as a hedge. Raving about. Yeah. I mean, shorting to me, I tell you, like, I can show you my positions when it comes to trading these things. Like, I short stocks all the time. I go long stocks all the time. Mm-hmm. And that's just you can use gap theory. Gap theory to me is one of the easiest because it doesn't require an indicator. It just requires, was there a lot of money to make the market show a gap? Well, yeah. What happened? Maybe they paid a dividend. Maybe that's so. But to pay a dividend, to me, requires someone to buy into it prior to the ex-dividend date. When was the ex-dividend date? And then now they have liquidity. Now they're adding their short positions for the movement lower and the movement lower. And then here's all you guys buying this up, right? Were you buying this right here?
Mm-hmm.
And then when are you planning to buy again?
I've got to look at what my dividend was today. I haven't even looked.
Was it fat?
It's the second biggest. I know that because my last one was like a month's pay, honestly.
A month's pay?
No. Yeah.
And you're gonna put all of it back in?
Huh?
You're gonna put all of it back in?
I waited like a day, but I still bought in too high.
Look, so yeah. Just hypothetical, guys, a hypothetical situation. Just say the price enters into this box and it respects this support and bounces from $13, let's say back to 15. Do you believe if it does something like that, the bounce from $13 to $15, people would just buy again? What do you think the possibility of that?
Say that if it goes to 13 and then does what?
Here, I'll draw it on the charts so so people can understand what I'm talking about. So I'm not pulling. Because remember, I haven't changed my charts. All of this has been on here, and I just tell you like what my thoughts are. Okay, here, guys. So just say it goes into this box, right, and then bounces up right here. So this point. Mm-hmm. To me, there's a good possibility that if it bounces in this area and stays in the range, there's going to be a lot of buyers. If I know there's going to be a lot of buyers, I can position myself for a big short based on the next pull up. And if it gaps up in this zone right here, it's a good possibility it's going to break this low to go down lower. And that would require most likely TSLA Tesla to go down lower, most likely, just depending on how they manage their call positions. Does that make sense, guys? Andre, TSLY moves based on its underlying. You need to be doing TA on Tesla. Nope, I already answered that. If you reinvest your dividends, TSLY will act exactly like TSLY. Same up and down percentages. Obviously, TSLA is volatile. I wish Munger was an uncle. Give me a second.
Oh, just ignore the silly. We get silly.
Oh, okay. So actually,
Yeah.
what's this person is saying, if you reinvest the dividend, okay, if you can time the markets, sure, you can make a lot of money. If you short TSLA and TSLY and TSLA goes up to 300 or 400, you'll lose your shirt. No. Okay. If you guys have ever shorted the market, have you guys ever heard of a trailing stop? So for people like me who short the markets very constantly, we lock in profits all the time. So for me, if I was in TSLY, my broker won't allow me to trade it. If he did, I would be shorting in this position that I called on a live stream that you have. Anyone can quote me on it. I was telling you guys, hey, my broker allowed me, I would short insane amount of positions right here.
So what they're asking you to do here, I've done before, and there is a correlation, but it does lag behind. Especially, because Tesla recovered like from April to like July. It recovered, but then it's dropped back down again. And I think I told you this offline, I would be further ahead if I had just bought Tesla stock. But I wouldn't have grown my channel if I didn't start talking about all these funds. Although, it still doesn't matter. Ad revenue is still crap. But hey, growing the channel is nice. But like, if I had just bought Tesla stock, it would have been like a $10,000 pop. Oh, I like the Elon Musk thing that shows up there in the corner.
So
that's cool.
Look at Tesla. So for me, it's oh my god, it's so. I don't like to call people like. If you follow the money, remember I said if you guys ever follow how I trade, watch the elephants. Okay, elephants are big moves. If something happens, watch them because they can't do anything by accident. Okay. If we just examine these massive gaps, you can tell that there's manipulation happening. Something is happening for the price not to show any connection towards them. When I ever see that, it typically means a reversal or a new trend. Let's watch. Let's look at this right here. Let's look in the past, okay? We have a gap down here. It didn't fill. We keep going down more and more. So more people are placing down short. You can't short TSLY. I don't know if you could or not. There's some brokers that allow. Andre, do you have your own channel?
I'm surprised someone's asking this. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Andre J. McClendon. You just type that into YouTube and you'll find a sexy
man. Do you
man.
pick up subscribers from here when you come on here?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've been on vacation, so
that's right.
I haven't seen everything. But, so for example, I do not use indicators when it comes to moving average as often, but to make it very simple and very easy, guys, look, we had a moving average cross over here from this moving up, and it crossed over this. So you can see that there's a gap that got pushed up. So you can tell that whoever had a lot of money pushed up the markets. Cool. If you bought at any point and during this time right here, 1 second. Okay. I got messaged. You can tell that when a gap gets filled and there's proper buying points, so the candles are pointing more and they keep filling, this was a good time to buy. When I see that gap happening here, profits got taken and it got pushed to this gap here. Okay, cool. Whoever made their buy exited their positions on a step-by-step basis. We exited. Someone did a big buy, pushed it up, exited their positions. Guess what? They re-entered on the pullback, pushed it back up, and guess what? When they had a gap down and it did not show any sign of filling, the big money left. So if big money left, where do you think the next position is going to be? The next trend is shorting down. I can't tell you how far it's going to go down, but I guarantee you, I can't guarantee you. For my own personal way of trading, I can bet that there's going to be another gap down, pull back up, gap down. And when the big money leaves the short position and they go for a long position, then most traders should be switching their positions to buys. Does that make sense? Like this, to me, this is not complicated because I'm not talking about hard stuff. This is just gap theory.
We've got our #1 YieldMax fan on.
hey, have you covered anything about gaps at all? Why gaps almost it
I don't
is
really get
near.
into technical analysis too much.
Well, for me, when it comes to charts, when you look at a gap, it is near almost 100%, near 100% of what the market's implying. I mean, if you just look at Tesla and compare it to TSLY, just an example, every time it gaps, it typically tells you where the market is going to be heading down. Okay, and unless it fills and tells you it's going to be a reversal. Actually, audience, can you guys give me a ticker that's not TSLY, or just give me any random ticker that's in the United States, please? But the TSLY is pulling back. TSLY likely to do so, but that's okay because Jay and the company are hold puts and calls on TSLY. Yeah, they are, but we don't. I can't measure how much their personal positions are, because when I look at TSLY, I can't see what their whole. Give me a second. Profile, historical data, holdings. I can't see who is buying it. There's no other big money buying this asset. Who you see what I'm saying? There's no Vanguard, there's no BlackRock. Okay? Those are elephants, just to give you guys some perspective. Okay? Let's see, what else can we do? Yeah, does anyone have a ticker? Just give me a ticker and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm not just making this up. It's critical to reinvest the dividends from the screen that isn't showing who is buying. Yeah, I would, if I can see who is buying the big players, it'd be a whole lot easier. But it seems like it's street money. USIO. Okay. USO. I'm sorry. USOI. My bad. Me messing up that. Okay. Let's look at this random one.
This one.
USOI. Okay. Oh wow, I know this one right here.
Yeah, is that the? Yeah, you've talked about that one before.
I think I have this on my list. USOI. Yeah, I have it on my list. Look, technical rating for me says buy, but for what point, right?
Wow, your spreadsheet's really detailed.
Oh my God! Here. When we get off the computer, I'll show you my other spreadsheet. I have so many spreadsheets breaking this down. I was like, it's just too much, right?
Hang on a second. Hey, KJ, you should know the answer to this. You, of all people, should know the answer to this.
Hopefully.
All right.
Wow. Let's look at this beautiful, gorgeous.
Oh, a red
gorgeous
straight line. Holy shit. Straight line down.
Okay. I can't tell you what to do, but for me specifically, if I'm looking at buying oil, I will look at oil. Oh man, I can't tell. How do I say this without telling people what to do? Okay, here. If you guys look at oil ETFs, there's a oil ETF that you can look at that's better than USIO. Please, I'm not telling you to buy it. Just look at it, please. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? I am not telling you what to do. Andre is stuck on what he does, not teachable. You're highly incorrect, man. Join Jet. I teach a mass amount of people how I trade. It's very simple, very teachable. I would say that if you were trying to learn how to trade, you're probably not a trader, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm talking about. It's actually very simple. Gap theory, it's just basically liquidity. If you haven't learned about liquidity and charts or trading, that to me would be a big point of where the disconnection is, because all I'm talking about mainly is just liquidity pools. Elephants stepping in, stepping out. That's it. And also, most people don't have a lot of time to look at the markets and see colorations. So when it comes to USOI, if there is a gap or something like that, or like these big push downs, to me, these are unbuyable. Like my indicator might say that, but my robot would tell me no. Like, would I buy this? Like personally, would you buy USIO personally?
Mm-hmm.
Gap rules don't apply to YM, only the underlying.
Join Jen's funny.
Andre is stuck off. How is this not teachable? Hey, okay, let me ask you, THB.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go.
very simple. If a bank wants to buy an asset, right? Just say any asset. Do banks put in a little bit of money, or they usually put in a lot? Because banks have a lot of what? Currency, right? Retail traders put in what? $10 here, $100 here, $1,000 here, right? Gaps fill so that the market makers can correct their inventory. There is nothing mystical. Thank you. It's not hard. Yeah. They are just desperate to uphold the shares and stop being bag holders. Yeah.
He's good. He writes from Seeking Alpha.
I just tell people like gaps. It's just elephants. Like I try to make it very easy metaphor. Follow the elephants, and that's where the money typically goes. USIO. If I bought versus I short, which one have won? Like if you hindsight wise, the buys or the shorts?
What was the question? Sorry.
USOI is a good indication to tell you where the money's at. Buying or selling?
Oh, looks like selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would there? I don't see an elephant entering over here. There's no elephant. So all my robots would tell me, including myself, like looking at a personal trader, why would I enter something where I don't see a Warren Buffett entering, a Bank of America entering, Chase Bank? Where's the money at? The candlesticks are too small for it to have the same impact.
Right.
Here, give you guys a crude oil. Give me a second. ETF. I forgot the name. I don't want to show you guys my portfolio right now. I think it'll sidestep everything. Oh no! Oh my God, no.
One thing real quick. So, KJ, you're on the email thread with Jay. You should know he's coming on tomorrow. So, second thing, explain what a gap. He wants you to explain what a gap is.
Okay, let's do another random chart. So I'm at what's it called? I'm at picking now. Just give me anything other than what I've talked about on this channel. Mr.
Let me try to. I'll explain it in my way, and then you explain it in your way. So, for me, a gap, like when you're looking at the candles and like the market closes, and like the candle is here, and then the next day it's like here. That's a gap, right?
Correct. And remember, okay, we talked about NVDY already. I even showed him my live positions in NVIDIA. Like,
right. Did you
look at AMD? I haven't checked out AMD. Okay.
You showed your live positions in NVIDIA?
To you. I said.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It had a nice run today.
All right. This is actually this is good. A really good company to show. And there's a little bit of economics to follow at the same time. And how's your time?
Let's see. I've got about 20 minutes.
I have about 5 minutes. I gotta go
okay.
I gotta join the party of kids right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, funny tip, guys. If you have a bunch of kids, expect no free time or sleep.
Yep.
Suffer.
Yeah.
But to give you guys my background, guys, I started trading with robots, I think 2009, 2010. I've been programming since I'm in 13. If you check out my channel, I talk about economics and why programming to me is better. The reason for it, because I can catch all these things that are happening and basically average a robot profitable, basically. That makes sense. Because to me, trading by hand, there's so many misleading things that you'll do, so many problems that you'll enter. You'll enter emotionally. You'll have like a bad day at work, so you'll buy or something. It's just to me, doing things by EA or by robots is so much more efficient. Andre, what is your channel? How do I send my channel to the audience?
Just put it in the comments. It's just your name, right? Andre McClendon.
Join chat. Oh, I can join chat. Oh no, I feel so cool.
This person's trolling me. I've been wandering around a lot. I wasn't home this weekend, so
Oh, Dude, I just got back and I am like super behind on everything.
Yeah.
Here you guys go. But for me, guys, like I study economics, trading charts constantly, to a point where I start memorizing literally everything that's happening.
Mm-hmm. I used to be like that. I don't know what happened.
How do I send it? It's not allowing me to do it.
Isn't it just Andre J? Isn't it just your name?
Yeah, Andre McClendon
Yeah.
on YouTube. Actually, let me find your channel and I'll join the chat. GHB.
You're not on the chat.
And after, now I see the chat in a yard. Oh, thank you.
That's
You
it,
guys
right?
beat me to the bubble.
Yeah.
Beat me. So guys, if you guys just follow elephants, it will help you stay aligned to where the most money can be made. Okay. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. Just make sure you guys understand that. But for me, and when I open up my own fund, which I'm currently doing right now, so all that. So it's interesting, the stuff that I can ask Jay after researching how to open up your own fund. It's going to be public fund. It's very interesting that you can see their basis to so much. Give me a second. But if you look at TSLY, follow the elephants, follow the gaps, and typically you'll be in this. You don't have to make it complicated. Most people make trading very complicated, like exiting. Exiting a trade can be done by a moving average, by the MACD, by, I don't know, the 3 candle rule. I think we talked about that on your channel a couple times, right?
The 3 candle rule?
Correct? Yeah. If you guys have time, go to the weekly. Anytime you see 3 candles up or 3 candles down in any direction, typically it follows that direction for quite some time until it reverses. Okay?
Yep.
Just an example, very simple example, okay? So if we go down to the beginning of the trend, right now I'm cherry picking, right? Oh, wow. You buy 3 weeks up, it continues on, right? You see 3 weeks up, buy again, it keeps going. Cool. Let's look at a different chart. Let's look at something that I can't. Meet Kevin open up his own fund. Yeah. I tell you, like, if you're a good trader,
you're going to open yours. I
like,
want to do
me,
mine.
I love trading.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Engineer Blake said I'm 1,000% correct. I know I'm 1,000% correct. I do this for a living. Like, I live full time off of trading.
He writes for Seeking Alpha, and he's good, so he knows what he's talking about.
Like if you program, because remember, when it comes to all the big trading companies, they don't do things by hand. They do everything by automation, by computers. They follow the bigger money. Because remember, they're not the biggest pool. They're not the biggest sharks. They're a shark, and we're like tadpoles or like slum on the ground or slum on the bottom of the pool. These guys watches the bigger money. So in Forex, that's my main market. When I see big movements in Forex, I know a massive elephant stepped into the pool. Let's see your 3-month TA on TSLY, Hoffman Unfiltered. You want to do that, or you want me to go on?
If someone super chats me right now, $50, I'll show my whole portfolio. How about that? Whose game?
Give me a second. I'm definitely gonna be. God, I hate kids. Kids to me like destroy me.
Yeah.
Give me a second, guys. I'm getting texted right now.
Yeah, but if someone super chats me $50, I'll show my whole portfolio right now.
Give me a second. Okay, we're good.
Oh.
Okay. Here. Before I go, guys, I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'm gonna share this to everybody, so anyone can access this PDF. I'm sorry, this master spreadsheet. Okay. It's loading. Stop showing charts and show me your.
See that?
Okay, Rich Bose. Stop showing charts and show some of your trades. Okay. Give me a second. How do I scroll down? Here, let me switch screens, okay? I'll show you my trades. It's not a big
Do
deal.
you like SVOL, by the way? We had a mention of
SVOL? You mean that
yeah,
silver?
I got out of that one stupidly. I got
silver?
out of it to put it into TSLY.
Is that the silver one?
No. That's the one, simplified volatility. It pays a stable dividend.
Oh, okay. I think SVOL. Maybe I got that out. Here. So who's that guy that said, show me your what?
Trades.
Who's that dude?
Who was it now?
So here
we go.
I am probably one of the most transparent people when it comes to trading. If someone, okay, just give you guys some help and some advice when it comes to trading. If someone doesn't show you your trading, or is very, how do you say, scared to show off their P&L, most likely they're a scammer, okay?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I love showing it off because it's not a big deal. It takes like 10 seconds. So here, I'm showing you as one of my trading. I have like a bunch of bots, but I'll show you this one, these robots here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. How do I share this?
Just do the share again.
No, I got too many screens open, so.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, so here is some robots that I was sharing with him. This is one of my accounts, not all of them. Like I said, my robots take hundreds and hundreds of positions. Like this one right here is up on the equity at 208,000. This is a reflection of one of my accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? Oh, actually, they can't see it. You got to show them it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Look, if you see my NVDY position, oh, fuck, I can't close that up. You see my NVIDIA positions, look, I'm down on 2 positions by $10,000, but up on 4 positions equaling 60K.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of my robots buying it, not me. All this is done by automation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
None of this is me by hand. My other robots on my other screens are basically what it does. And you can see that it's ticking how much the swap K. But let's look at the charts, because that guy said, show you the trades.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently I don't trade, right?
No, I know better than that. Let's we wrap this up in like 5 minutes or so.
All right, here's NVIDIA, right? Let me zoom out for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Let me zoom out as actually I am zoomed out. Let's go to the date. Actually, I can't do that on the screen. NVIDIA here. So this shows you all my live positions on NVIDIA. Actually, on this account. Look, remember that video I told you guys live? You should be buying NVIDIA. I can't tell you what to do, right? I bought so much right here that look at that gap right here. Why did I buy here? Because I only bought here because THB told me about this stock. Remember that conversation? He said,
well, remember a year ago, July 2022, I said it was going to recover. I was spot on. I just didn't hold my options long enough. Otherwise, I would have made $100,000.
Yeah.
You know,
look at this. I have $60,000 on this account showing, right?
Yeah.
NVIDIA.
Yep.
I made a live prediction on his channel, not my channel, on his channel, telling people, hey, my robots are saying to buy. Not me. My robots said to buy. And that's what they did. So when it gapped up right here, I'm like, okay.
You remember when that was, when the robots actually said to buy? Because it had already had that great earnings. I think May 25th. It was right here. May 25th.
I think it was the 17th of May. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, let me read it. Actually, I'll read the exact date. The exact date was May 18th at 22:17.
What was the price of the stock that day? Well, I'll find out in a second here.
It came out to being 18. It was 318.22 cents.
That's right. What made your robots say to buy there?
Elephants.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys, like, if you guys really trade, you guys will honestly figure out that the reason why I don't go for dividends so much because the elephants make too much money.
They do.
You'll make more money. I can't say it. For me personally, making more money off of elephants than it is better than making money off of dividends.
They do make a lot.
So does anyone understand? Like, if you guys have any questions, like, I can go through hundreds of robots. I have literally hundreds of robots running, trading for me. Here's my Microsoft trades. Like, I got to get me a new robot. Mine only tells me to take out the trash.
I agree with that. Like I need robots that have a better ROI than that, you know.
So look, my robot is telling me that the next point to buy Tesla on a big position is, if it hits up, it should be at, if I can read it, my eyes are getting old.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's just Tesla, NVDY. I mean, I would never be in these stocks if he didn't say something about it.
Oh yeah. Well, glad to be of help, but I should have held on to mine.
Andre, agree with Andre completely in that he's identified the downside to TSLY. Andre, are the YieldMax funds all yield traps? Let's look it up. Don't ask me. Let's ask the data. Let's type in yield.
I like that.
YieldMax. All right, so I got all the YieldMax shown, the main ones, right?
Soon.
My computer says it's a sell, it's a sell, it's a sell, and even AAPL says a sell. To me, that they can yield trap the majority, not all of them.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
QYLD is such old news.
Yeah. Once again, guys, before I exit the call, I will make this entire spreadsheet open to anyone. Okay, anyone can view it.
I'm not sure. What did he not get an answer on?
Who didn't get an answer? Never actually. I'm sorry, man, if I didn't answer your question. Hoffman Unfiltered, can you please send a question? Andre is ghosting you? No, I don't ghost people. I love asking questions.
Hey, ghosting's like the thing to do now. You know, that's like I mean, it happens so much, but no, you wouldn't do that. I know.
No, if you guys know me personally, I'm a big evidence-based person. I love to show people evidence of what's happening and not me just talking.
How many big channels have ghosted us? Remember, we tried to have them on and they ghosted us. Yeah.
Gosh.
Right.
Even that's. I mean, I'm going to be super late getting back home to them.
Oh well,
it's okay.
Go ahead and.
No, I don't want Hoffman to accuse me of being ghosting them. Okay. So technical analysis on TSLA, and next week on NVIDIA. Check. Let's do that. Okay. Fuck.
Yep.
Okay. TA on TSLA. So actually, I got a question to further. Do you want my personal way of doing technical analysis, or do you want my robot to just tell me what to do? What would you prefer?
How quick can you do it?
The robot would tell me within seconds.
Okay.
Probably only here. Let's bring up Tesla.
Okay.
And oh man, do they?
Huh?
Oh, personal. Okay, I just do personal.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Do you think that the majority of people stop screen share? Do you think the majority of people actually trade or just go for dividends? Just say your audience.
Oh, my audience definitely dividends.
Dividends. That means our audiences are kind of opposite. Most of my audience, when we talk in our chat, they're all traders.
I've tried to talk about other stuff, like I've tried to talk options and whatnot, but if the word dividend is not in the video, it'll get like half the views, you know? Yeah.
Give me a second. All right, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is TSLA, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my computer is running a little bit slow because of this internet. Can you just please cooperate with me, baby? Please. And here's my robot. We'll just bring that up right now. Give me a second. TSLA. All right, so let's zoom in. So I cannot tell you how it's programmed because I'd never tell anyone how my robots are programmed. But I make all my robots by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't contract them out. I don't do any of that. So when we're looking at TSLA on my computer screen, this is on MetaTrader 4. This is how I trade stocks. So actually, you can't see my screen.
Oh, I see it fine.
No, my trading screen's. I'm my bad. I'm doing something wrong again. I'm sharing the wrong window. Sorry, guys. All right, can you guys see that now? Oh, can you share that, please?
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone know of a great robot trader not called Andre? Yeah, actually, I know a few other traders that trade by robots. And once again, they'll say the same thing. Never, if you're going to 5% a week. I mean, there's a robot that I made can do like triple your account within a few days.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a risk versus reward. It can 10x your account. It can burn it to zero.
Mm-hmm.
I use this robot to flip like $200 to $1,000 account. It'll flip it to $1,000 and then stop. Okay. All right. So my robot right here is calling that this gap. See? Hey, remember I was telling you guys, look, see this gap right here? My robot says that this gap's going to fill and typically hit this price point of like $242.85, and then it's going to take profit at this price point. But what's going to do is going to get close to it and then lock it in at this price point, and then basically do a trailing stop up. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Let's wrap this up in like 2 minutes.
Actually, I have to go like right now.
Okay. Did you answer the question then?
Tomorrow, I get the day off tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about my nuggets being around.
So this was pregame for tomorrow. So it's funny because we hit a record today. I can't imagine how many people we're going to have tomorrow, but the lines are going to be jammed. So I would anticipate. So hopefully we'll see. If he goes over an hour, we'll see. But everybody just be on early. I know that's me saying that, right? But yeah. So we'll have fun. We'll get all our questions out.
If you guys want to contact me and ask me questions, just hit me up on my Telegram or on my YouTube channel. It's the easiest way to hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
I love kids, but sometimes, man, like my hairline just keeps going back.
It's receding. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I plan for 10 minutes and it ends up being like 2 hours. I'm like, where is everything going?
Yeah. Where's the time going? Well, you manage your time well anyway, it seems like.
I mean, I've been up all morning because I created a new robot for a client. I thought we were here to talk about YieldMax funds.
We were doing technical analysis stuff. We can see, that's the thing. Like, there's so much that I want to talk about, but like I feel like I have to stick to the script, you know? Yeah. Oh, send this out. Are you gonna send this out?
Yeah, actually, this stock right here, VOC, I personally own this stock.
Okay. Send it. At least send this to me. Send this to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's not working right now. Like, our internet is so slow. Look at what it's saying.
Really?
I can't. Oh, here it is. There it is. Anyone with the link to view, copy link.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you on Facebook right now.
Sounds good. I'm going to sign off.
All right.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
I'm sorry I didn't answer your question all the way, but I'm on here pretty often, so just contact me, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, sounds good then. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, everyone. All right, signing off.
Peace.
Yeah. All right, bye.
All right.